Hello, my fellow skateboarders, longboarders, and freeline skaters. This is Srinivasan, a fine art photographer who loves to skate. So, it was raining yesterday and it flooded my parking lot, and I was not able to skate or practice today in the parking lot because, even if I clean them, push the water out of the parking lot or drain them, it's not going to dry sooner, within my skate time, which is like 6 to 7 in the morning. So I thought I would make use of this time to make a video today. Anyways, I was in need of replacing the LED wheels in my Freeline Skates. So I thought I would make use of this time to do that, and as well as do this video. So what this video is all about is like a DIY project, do it yourself project. It's called bearing cleaning unit, DIY bearing cleaning unit. So this is obviously an inspired project. There is a product which is available online, and it's from the US, and there is no Indian manufacturers as of now. And what I think is like that product is way too expensive to buy it in India. You can pay only certain amount for the samosa that you have. Samosas are very cheap in India, maybe less than 10 Indian rupees. If you're going to buy it in US, it's going to cost you more. Similar way, even neem leaves and neem sticks are way too expensive in US. Here we just go out and plug it out from the tree if you want. So it's something similar to that. It's definitely an inspired idea to suit our needs, to build it in the cheapest possible way that is available for us. And is this the first time that anybody is doing this? Absolutely not. There are several videos available online. People have done this before. Anyways, how different this one is going to be? It's not going to be that much different, but it's just to give people some hope or idea. And I also need one, having two Freeline Skates and one Oxalo Cow 540 board, longboard cover, and waterborne setup adapter, that skateboard setup. So 4 skates, and I have like way too many bearings to clean them. So anyways, I also need one such bearing cleaning unit. So hence this video. So let's walk into the steps of creating one bearing cleaning unit. Okay, peace. So I'm back again. This is my salt printing table, and I'm here to present the old bearing cleaning unit that we had for us. This is just a pickle PET bottle, and we have some ethanol in here. This is the same solution which we cleaned our bearings with for the black wheels. So this is our old cleaning unit, and we are going to do something similar to the bearing cleaning unit which is available for sale. This is not a knockoff or imitation. This is something like customized, do-it-yourself project. So it's definitely inspired, I wouldn't deny the fact, but we are going to make something similar to that. Okay, so this is the old one. This is small. This could hold all the bearings, all the 8 bearings and spaces in loose, but it may not hold it in proper way or hold them in tight position. So we are going to build something new for that. Okay, peace. So here I present to you guys the necessary items to build this DIY project. I have to decide upon these 2 containers. Probably I will choose the bigger one, though it might take a lot of cleaning solution, which in my case ethanol. Otherwise you could use isopropyl alcohol as well. But yeah, I'm going with the bigger container. This one I'm avoiding it because this is just a vitamin D3 empty bottle. This one has a flap. I might have to seal this with a quick sealing solution like Fevikwik or something, and then I might have to use this. This may not hold all the bearings. Anyways, you might have to use it in parts to clean them. So I'm going to chuck this one. I don't want this. I'm going to use this. By the way, I consume them and it's for my health. This one is like wild Alaskan salmon oil, fish oil tablets. I consume them. This is 1000 mg. So I find this bottle to be more useful. This was the very first bottle. If you happen to see it in my Instagram post, use it like the. Sorry, I went away. I use it like the old, pickle jar cleaner, bearing unit cleaner unit, something like this. This was my very first cleaning unit. And okay, what you need to do here is, the idea is you need to make a hole in the cap, and you will need a bolt of the size of the container. You might want to go to the hardware store, find yourself one. In Western countries or European countries, you might find hardware stores like the supermarket, wherein you will have the ability to choose your wood, choose your tools, axes, everything, all the saws that you need and everything, all the cutters, everything. But in India, it's still like a shop wherein you need to go tell the salesperson and buy those stuff. So if you're in India, you're going to go to a hardware store, let them know or give them this container and tell them like, I need a bolt, which would run through the height of this container. Mind you, this bolt is going to go inside the container, and this is where all the bearings are going to seat. So you might want to be aware that this diameter of this bolt is lesser, compared to your bearings inner diameter. Okay, so which is like 8 mm. So we need to be aware of that. And along with that, you will need a hacksaw. This one cuts the metal. The teeth is forward, so it only cuts in the forward motion. The reverse motion, it won't cut. Probably it will clear off all the dust that is there. Okay, you will need one of these, and you will need 3 nuts that will fit the bolt. Okay, I'll tell you why. Why would you need 3 of them? And you will need 2 washers, which would go in this here and here when you put the bolt and tighten them, just to fill the hole and everything. So you will need 2 washers, and this also should fit the diameter of the bolt. Okay, so you can use a box cutter like this to make the hole of your choice. It has to be in the center anyways. And you could use a butane torch and a needle to heat the needle with the butane torch and create the hole that you want. Or you can use your hot glue gun, the mouth of the hot glue gun, you can just punch in the hole. Or you can use the soldering gun, just heat them up and make a hole. Or if you're want to keep it to bare minimum, take the needle to your gas stove, heat it, or use a candle and make the hole. It's as simple as that. So as far as the items that you would require to make this DIY project, these are the ones. Okay, and most important thing, I would like to keep it clean, so I would want to clean all the bottle before the container before I build this project. And to remove the stickers and everything, you might need some of your ethanol solution or some sort of scrubber to take that off. Or you will find the way that you want to clean it, your own way. I don't want to babysit on that too much. It's just removing the stickers and making it clean. Okay, so I'm going to come back and we're going to mark this and put a hole. Okay, peace. So guys, back again. To mark these probably would help the kids, like that's why I'm showing this in detail. Otherwise adults would know what to do, So to mark this, you might want to use a scale or just a second. a scale like this, a ruler, measure the diameter of the cap, mark the centers. I would mark the centers in the edge first to find the proper center. First I would mark the centers of the edge, and then I would complete the line at the center by matching the lines of the edges and put a hole here. Okay, you could even use this dark carbon pencil. Probably that should also stick onto your cap. Okay, if it is too shiny, it may not mark it properly. So you can even use a nail or some sort of pointy device, or even your box cutter to mark this. So now you can go ahead and put a hole on this. Should I need to show you guys that how to put a hole on this? It's very simple. I told you the methods, needle and candle, needle and gas stove, needle and butane torch, your box cutters, your driller, your hot glue gun, your soldering gun, anything, make use of it and drill a hole to the size that would fit the bolt. Okay, peace. So coming back to the cleaning part, I removed everything, all the stickers and everything. I use some ethanol, some soap water, and scrubbed all the stickers away. And only when I actually clean them, I happen to notice this bottle has some sort of arc or some sort of indentation here, which has bulges inside the container. So you might want to be aware, if you're going to use the bolt will surface to that bulge inside the container. So you might want to watch that portion and cut your bolt to that size exactly. Okay, so this bottle is ready. So now I'm going to go and make a hole in the cap. Okay, peace. There you go, guys. I made the hole in the cap, the container's cap, which was like the salmon oil tablets container cap. Okay, so this is how the hole is. I made sure like it is to the size of the bolt, and I scrubbed the surfaces to remove all the extras that was there, and I also removed all the plastic stuff which would fall on the table when you grind them. Okay, so the cap is also ready. Now let's go and check how it looks in the bottle. Okay, peace. So I'm back again. Sorry, I'm sweating a little bit. So here is the cleaned bottle and the cap with the hole. Okay, so I'm gonna fit the cap and look at this. This is looking good. It's much clearer. I like it this way. The original ones which is available for sale is a closed container. It's an opaque container. So I'm going to put the bolt and check like how much length it is taking and what is the extras that is we need to cut them off. Okay, so make sure this is straight inside, not like falling onto the sides. It might give you a false impression of the length, which is not proper here. Okay, so you don't want to put that in the slanting position because it will be hard for you to fit in your bowls inside. It won't fit properly, sit properly, and if you're going to shake the container after filling it with the cleaning solution, it might leak from this side, and then you might have to take other complications like sealing it with some sort of glue or something. I don't want to do any complications. I want to keep it as simple as possible. So okay, bear with the squeaky or a screechy noise. Okay, so when you insert your bolt like this, so I have this much of extras. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take a marker and mark this here for now. And as you see, like I'm going it with all approximations here. You don't need proper measurements for this one, like could be a little relaxed and go with your eye, for the approximations and everything. So I'm going to measure this one and cut them from the bottom. You don't want to cut here. So where will you put the bolt, So, I mean, where will you screw the nut if you're going to cut the head, like that will be empty. So that's the idea. So I'm going to see it holds 2 fingers like this. So from here, I'm going to mark this there. So I'm going to use my saw, which you saw there, which I showed you earlier, and chop this portion off from the bottom. Okay, it has to be straight. Smoothen it out. If you want, you can rub it on a cement floor or use some emery paper to clean the sharp edges if you need me. So that's also a simple process. I don't have to show it to you guys probably. I think my audience are really brilliant and clever. I know much more than me, so they would figure it out. Okay, so I'm gonna go cut this portion and come back. Okay, peace. So there you go, guys. I'm back again. I sawed the extra portion of this bolt and made sure it fits to the height of this container. It sits perfectly to the center, the raised portion. So there is a little bit of gap. I'll explain you why. Because when you're going to fit in 2 washers, that will be occupied. So you don't have to worry about that. Okay. So I chopped the extra portions of the bolt. Now let's go and open the container. Take this bolt off the cap and fix the bolt onto the cap. Okay, so let me keep this aside. Let this not be a distraction. So there you go. You will need 1 washer onto the top. Okay, and then I would want you to insert your bolt there. Okay, beware of the creaky noise. Okay, so it's because of the threads that is there in this bolt. Okay, so I want you to take the second washer, put it to the bottom of the cap. So now if you're going to screw the nut in, so it's going to hold your cap in a steady position and there will be no gaps as such. It won't, even if you shake your container, it may not make the cleaning solution leak way too much faster. It will take some time before it leaks. You can even use some sealant to seal this out. Anyways, in my understanding, you won't need all of that. You will need 3 bolts here, which would fit this, and it should be of the same size probably. So I'll tell you why you will need 3 bolts. 1, you will need to screw this out. Take it to the top end of the cap. And for now, I'm going to hand tight this. I don't want to use any pliers. If you're going to tighten it too much, it might damage the plastic that is there here. So I'm going to give a hand tight, very tight, which the maximum hand grip I can give to this. You can definitely show your masculinity here. I'm like your toughest thing, I'm going to tighten it hard. Yeah, I feel it has some snug fit. Just give it some shake so that it doesn't, give some, make sure like it's tight. Okay. So after which you will need to you will be having 2 bolts with you. So you will need 1 extra bolt for this idea. I'll tell you why. You start screwing this bolt, and when you reach about 3/4 of this height, hold it there. Okay. So, and take the second bolt and put it to the bottom. Okay. So this is how the top unit of your container looks, your cap looks. Your bolt goes first into the washer, and you place another washer in the bottom and use the nut to tighten it as much as possible with your hand. That's more than enough. And you screw one of your nuts to 3/4 position and you let the other one stay in the bottom. Okay, as far as now the cap is ready. Now let's go and try this on into the container and see how good it is. Okay, peace.